the response from the web was so completely humbling. It was incredible, because in Australia, FarScape didn't really play, so it's been like working in a vacuum for 4.5 years in Australia. So you only get a sense of the fan response from the web. And jumping onto the web was a humbling and just an incredible experience, just to see these people so angry and passionate and thankful to us. And I can't even describe in words how humbling it was and how beautiful it was that these people cared so much.
A lot of people come forward and want to help and do what they can.
The first thing they'll say is, I'm so upset. And the second thing people will say is, what can I do?
When we realized that it was not going to be a quick deal, we protest, they say, oh, sorry. We realized that we were going to be in for a long haul. We started setting up different groups of us to work different aspects. So we have a media group, we have the strategy and oversight committee, that's my committee. We have groups doing the writing. We have lots and lots of independent groups sort of working under the umbrella of Save FarScape, and they're the ones that did the commercial. They've been going around to different cons. We've been doing a targeted letter campaign.
What really impressed me was just the level of organisation behind how these people were going to save the show. Already there was funds set up and websites and really fantastically detailed. This is how you should protest. This is how you shouldn't protest. This is what we should be doing to these people. This is what we shouldn't be doing. It was so well organised, and the advice was so well given from these people like Save FarScape and Save FarScape Central, and all these people were doing such a terrific job to get the message out and to get a good message out, because there's nothing worse than people whinging for something, and you never got the sense that the escapists were whinging. You got the sense that they were passionate and that they wanted action, and they were doing it in a really appropriate way.
We've got a lot of professionals in the business who have come on board to help us, and we've been lucky that we've got some great graphic designers and good writers, and we're definitely doing more of a professional campaign than probably most groups are able to do.
To know when I came back from my snowboarding trip that we'd made it onto CNN on 2 consecutive nights, and then another night the following week, and that it was the fans who'd achieved that.
In terms of fandoms, like X-Files is about that big. We're about that big. And we made this huge roar. We got on CNN 2 nights in a row, on CNN Headline News.
To know that they are working so hard, regardless of the result, to save FarScape, just validates everything I know and love about them.
The Save FarScape movement, incredible. Within 2 weeks there was a piece in the Daily Telegraph at home. It would have cost them a lot of money. I gather they printed the same piece around the world in different publications, thanking the cast and crew. It was one of the most potent things for our crew to get.
I'm overwhelmed by what the fans have done for the show.
The movement itself is like a freight train. Completely out of control some days, but definitely on the right track.
I am a trademark paralegal. I am FarScape.
I'm a federal disaster consultant.
I am FarScape.
I design and build robots for a living, and I am FarScape.
I'm a psychotherapist, and I am FarScape.
I'm a mechanical design engineer, and I am FarScape.
I am a graphic designer. I am FarScape. I'm a full-time mother. I'm FarScape.
I am a logistics coordinator, and I am FarScape.
Help save FarScape. Visit SaveFarScape.com.
You think, oh my goodness gracious, how can you people care that much about this show that is so beautiful? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's incredible.
Those people, those people are so committed. They're not going to lay down. And it just gives you such a sense of, the job's well beyond just an acting job. You're responsible for people's happiness, and the joy that we've brought to people's lives. Really got it this time.
I don't know. It's an amazing thing. I've never, ever hooked onto a TV show the way I have with this.
I've never seen a show that could pull you in so quickly and keep you in so deeply.
They don't pull their punches. If something really heartbreaking or nasty happens, it happens. It stays that way. That's the way real life is.
I think the great thing about FarScape is that it remains hard and therefore real and therefore infinitely variable and therefore harder to do, harder to follow, but therefore much more uplifting than something is just going to put me to sleep, or I could get into it any time I wanted to.
It is without a doubt the most honest thing I have ever seen on television. It uses the medium in the way that I think the medium really should be used, as a serial, to tell a long story in short installments over a period of time. And I think that is part of what has us so upset. You know, we have a fantastic novel here, and somebody has just ripped out the last 22 pages. We're not going to get to know how it turns out, and for me that's a major motivating factor.